This is going to be a little bit different video. I won't share an exact script or a step-by-step guide you can follow. I won't mention the exact settings you need to change or what words will result you going to the spam folder. This will be an honest video of my experience, sharing what I did to go from sending thousands of emails and cold outreach messages and getting no results to landing my first paying client. My rough start was in early 2022 when I picked cold outreach as a way to search and hopefully find clients. I sent tens of thousands of messages across different channels: Instagram and Twitter DMs, Facebook messages, emails. Seems like I did everything. I worked so much that my mentor at the time, whose course I had bought, said that he never seen anyone work so hard for cold outreach. I learned a little bit of coding to automate scraping emails, founders and CEO names, to craft emails with permutators and find contacts that no one else reaches out to. I filmed and edited hundreds of personalized looms. I learned to mass produce thousands of personalized images that are more than just memes with text. I did so much work and sent thousands upon thousands of messages automatically and by hand, but nothing seemed to work. But I did not give up. I spent hours watching video tutorials of the new best smma outreach techniques or a new email copy you can test today. I tried to learn everything: what subject line performs the best, what is a CTA and how do you write a good one, how to present your offer. Every variable there is was A/B tested. Every little knob was turned and every little button was pressed. Subject line with and without emojis, using first name, quick question, company name and my company name, partnership. Nothing that you could imagine worked. Sending one follow-up versus 3 or 4 or 8. GIFs, images, looms, short, long, everything was failing. Liking their Instagram posts before and after sending a cold DM. I did everything. I think the last thing I could have tried is walking up to them in person, and even then I think I would have failed. I literally thought that cold outreach is dead, and then it clicked. It wasn't about the new crazy method or some weird settings you have to make sure you turn on. It was nothing the tutorials on YouTube mentioned. They failed to mention one thing: everything is about the message. Not where you get the leads, not whether you do Instagram DMs or cold emails, not if you add a loom or a GIF. Everything is about what you say in the message you send. My methods and tricks were great. I did learn to find leads that no one else contacts by leveraging some tools. Sure, my emails were personalized more than any of my competitors, but that wasn't enough to compensate and solve the real issue. The problem was the idea I was trying to communicate in the messages. I was trying to sign a client and make money rather than helping them solve a problem, and leads saw right through that. I wrote the emails for myself rather than my leads. Yes, the messages were personalized, but it was clear that the intention was to make money and help myself rather than provide something for the person I was reaching out to, and that's why everything was failing. It was time to change everything. Rather than writing emails about myself and how good my service is, I turned everything towards the client. I learned to craft an offer that resonated with them and was clear about what it solves, how it does that, what results you'll get, and in what time frame. Because you have to remember, it's never about you. It's always about your client. The message has to be written for them, and that's something I failed to understand at first. Hey, I did this and I got these results. Yeah, so what? You're sending that and expecting good replies? Your prospect shouldn't have to spend extra time thinking, will this help me? How could it help me? Is it hard to implement? What's the ROI? No, the social proof, case studies, testimonials, everything should be there to elevate your status? No, it should be there to help your client understand how you're going to help them, that it's guaranteed to help them, and that if it fails, that they'll be okay. I was failing because I put myself first rather than the client. It was never about me. I wrote the messages trying to get paychecks rather than trying to help someone, and every single lead noticed that. My follow-up seemed desperate more than valuable. You have to understand that the goal isn't to get paid. The goal is to help someone, because then you'll get paid. Getting paid is a result. of your actions. Your goal should be to complete those actions, not just get the result. And when I realized that, everything switched. I took everything I had written before and I flipped it around. My messages no longer seemed like I'm asking to get paid or hired, but rather offering assistance. Follow-ups filled with value for the lead, rather than messages that sound like, please reply. Now when I think about it, it's very similar to the dating world. Anyways, this time I was no longer chasing the client. Now it was time for them to chase me. After changing everything, personalizing and writing emails for the client, not for myself, I landed my first paying client. Of course, I had a lot of other problems to fix because I was still relatively new. I did not follow email outreach rules and other things that hurt my deliverability, but that's another story. The main thing was that the email made the prospect feel like they need me and not vice versa. Your lead shouldn't have to think, what's in it for them? It should be answered right away. And if your mindset isn't about how to make money, but rather solve a problem, you'll handle objections and sign clients much easier. This was a little bit different kind of video, so let me know what you think and check out this video about 9 cold email rules you should never break if you want to stay out of spam. Peace.